Hello, and welcome back everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend, a great Memorial Day Monday, and hopefully the rest of your day was pretty good too. Unfortunately, did have to work, but today's going to be a very special day. We're going to do our very first giveaway for some convention swag. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Let me drop the music down just a little bit, because it sounds a little loud on my end. But yeah, so today what I want to do is raffle off a really cool prize package. If you haven't been following along on my Twitter, this is what it's going to look like. So I always found that after a con, I always have so much random stuff that I pick up, either from sponsor packages or just getting it handed to me. So what we're going to raffle off is the key art poster, a backpack, a bunch of stickers with yours truly, and in case you're ever wondering what a VTuber smells like, a custom bottle of Wistful Wanderings by Libido Works. So if you don't know what that is, it's fursuit spray, but you can also use it to freshen up, well, pretty much almost anything. Sandalwood and wisteria, and it's such a nice delicate scent that I really enjoy it. And hey Cyber, yep, it's gonna be swag. I'm not sure why chat isn't showing up, but we'll fix that in just a second. So yeah, you also notice there's fortune cookies, so that's going to be a really exciting thing that's new. I found that making a whole bunch of like fairy light orbs and stuff was a great idea. I'm gonna keep it to really special occasions for like holidays or when the con theme really warrants it. I think I was spending like 3 hours a day putting them together. So instead, I got these fortune cookies, and each one of them, as you can see, has custom super cool messages on it. So you can bring a little bit of windswept wisdom to your life whenever you have one. And yes, I actually have a ton of cookies, so I'll be handing them out at BLFC Stratosphere. Oh, thank you so much, Cyber, for the resub. 6 months. Has it already been 6 months? Oh man, it's so long. Now that I'm thinking about it, my 1 year anniversary is going to be coming up soon too, so that'll be fun. I think we'll track it from when I got affiliate, because that will probably be a little more accurate. Yeah, so I got over 500 custom fortune cookies. I've been saving a couple of them to give away through these giveaways. The rest are going to go to those 3 cons, and we'll play it by ear from there if we want to do some other sort of giveaways. Now, hopefully everybody's having a good time. Hey Vaden, thank you for the good vibes there. FWA was a lot of fun. It was a lot of excitement. If you haven't checked out those videos, make sure you do. But for BLFC coming up, there's going to be something even more exciting. Every day, I'm going to upload a brand new video from a 360 camera, so you can actually experience the con from first-person perspective and follow me around while we do it. So I think that's going to be the coolest part of what I'll be talking about after this giveaway. So make sure you stick around, and I'll actually go over a bunch of different stuff. Now, let's actually do the giveaway. As you can see, the Wheel of Pilk has been repurposed in this curious cursed curio that we have for a giveaway. So I've grabbed every single person who has liked or retweeted the tweet that I've had up for the past 2 weeks. And I think maybe we'll also open it up to YouTube next time, just to kind of get more people in on this. Total entries were 59 people, which is actually pretty amazing, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to hand out some awesome stuff. There will be 3 winners here. You can't escape the pilks. Yeah, that is true. Unfortunately, it is one of those things that will always haunt us. We're never doing a pilk stream again, except maybe for like my 8th year anniversary. I think that's what Doc said. So assuming we're still around in 8 years, we'll do a pilk stream then. Anyway, without any further ado, let's figure out who our first winner is. So this is going to be for 3rd prize, which is going to be a fairy orb, a bunch of stickers, and some cookies of dubious fortune. Let's see who wins. It's gonna be Honey Badger. Awesome. So Honeybee, they are a awesome VTuber. Let me write down that they got 3rd prize here. You should definitely check them out. I'll also give them a shout out if I actually remember their at. Honey VTuber. Hopefully that will work because they are awesome. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, so yeah, that's Honeybee VTuber. They are super awesome VTuber. Love them. I will copy this down and we'll move on to 2nd place. So 2nd place is same as 3rd, although there are some more cookies for you. You'll be getting 20 instead of 10, which is a pretty exciting amount. You'd be able to have a new fortune almost every day of the month. All right, and it looks like our 2nd place winner is Allspice No Suga 1. Interesting. So I'm actually curious who they are. I've never actually seen them, so they are a brand new person. Hopefully they enjoy my content and hopefully they're here as well. Oh, and thank you so much for the follow, Master Furry X. Welcome, welcome. We're giving away a FWA prize package. This is something we'll be doing every single con. I'm going to give out a whole bunch of swag that I've been collecting and having sit around. So hopefully you enjoy the show. We are about to draw our 1st place winner. So let's see who wins all the super awesome swag. And just in case nobody claims this in a couple of days, probably in the next 2-3 days, I will be at BLFC, but I'll also just do a redraw, announce it, do all that. So hopefully people will speak up and give me their addresses so I can send them this sort of stuff. I actually checked out Allspice here. They are a really cool artist. Yeah. So if you want to check them out on Twitter, I will toss their @ into chat. I don't think they have a Twitch, but they look like they have some really cool art. All right, let's try and see who our 1st place winner is. Oh, it's right down the middle, and it's Pulse the Dub Dog. Awesome. So Pulse the Dub Dog is our 1st prize winner. Let's check out their Twitter really quick because I'm curious who they are as well. I haven't seen them around the streams, but let's see who they are. They are a fursuiter. They are married and they've been suiting for over 22 years. Super cool. I'll shout them out here as well. They are our 1st prize winner, and hopefully we'll get in contact to get a really cool FWA prize package, a backpack, the key art, a bunch of cookies of dubious fortunes, stickers, and a couple of other minor things. Yeah, big congrats to all the winners. I'm hoping you'll be here. We'll probably do this next week for BLFC's prizes. I think that'll be fun as well. I'm also recording this. This will go on YouTube in case anybody misses the rolls. That's it for our 1st convention swag giveaway. Now, so let's talk a little bit about BLFC since we have a little bit of time. I'm actually surprised we managed to go through this in just like 10 minutes. So BLFC is going to be a lot of fun. I'll be flying in Wednesday night, so I'll be wandering around Thursday, and I'll actually be doing a little bit of something different. I want to definitely get into con reviews, and I wanted to run something by everybody here. Since I'll be uploading uncut footage from a 360 camera attached to a backpack with my fursuit, I tried to live stream it, but it cut the quality in half. So what I'm going to do is record it, and each night I'll upload it for the morning. So it's like almost live, and you know, you can then skip through it, look around. I'm hoping to get maybe 1 or 2 hours of footage like that a day. And think that'll be really exciting. Now, what I wanted to run past everyone here is a script I've kind of been working on. I've been trying to make a template for convention reviews, and I'm hoping that this will be a lot of fun. So BLFC, let me scroll up. There we go. What I want to do is do FurCon reviews and kind of do it in the style of your first FurCon, like talking about what are the major high points of every con, what you should know, where you can get food, the amenities and stuff like that. I found that it's actually been really popular to show off the hotel room and kind of show the transportation as well in the past. So I think I'm going to take this a little step forward and maybe even narrate this in fursuit, because I would love to get that sort of personal touch, since I'm already doing, you know, probably around 8 to 10 hours of footage every convention. I think this will be the great capstone that'll bring everything together. So what I'm thinking of doing is starting out with what is the theme, or in BLFC's case, they actually don't have a theme. The theme is theme or glitchiness, and also talk about what conventions are known for, like for example, BLFC being a resort, gets a lot of normal tourists, but it's actually one of my favorite cons just because there's so much to do there. There's bowling, there's so much food, there's a pool, there's DJs, dances. It's probably, I would say, the best con in terms of things to do, unless you're talking about Anthrocon, because I mean, you can't really beat turning an entire downtown area into a furry mecca for a weekend, right? Talk about where it's located, the airport experience. I'll be flying in usually late night, so that might give a different perspective. And also talk about checking in and how hard it is to actually get a room, because a lot of these hotel rooms are actually run through the con, and you might be able to get advanced booking through sponsorship or patronship. Other cons are strictly lottery, like BLFC and MFF are strictly lottery. And there's not always conventions that you can go to, or there's not always hotels that you can get to that are close to the convention. So like BLFC, the Grand Sierra Resort is where the convention is. All the other hotels are like 5-10 minutes away, even like just driving, which is, you know, kind of a problem if you're going to Uber every single time. Oh, Kitsu Galaxy, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your time here. Welcome to the Noodle Bowl. Now, another thing I kind of wanted to do was maybe do a little bit of an interview sort of thing. Like, what are your favorite parts of BLFC? Do a Sunday roundup where I can kind of wander around, talk to people, record them, and see what the highlights are, and maybe get a little bit more be-real that way. Now, the hotel itself, I've already done hotel room fly-throughs, especially of amenities and things like that. I know BLFC has a pool, which is a big part of where the DJs and dances are, which I think is probably one of its bigger strengths. The food thing is especially important, says Kitsu Galaxy. I always run out of money at cons because of food, especially at MFF. Now, I wish my chat wasn't hidden there, but I'll fix that for next time. So food is actually something I really wanted to cover, because BLFC is one of my favorite places to get food because everything's really centralized. The food opportunities and prices are also really important after COVID, because food prices have been rising up. But there is so much that if you didn't know, or it's your first time at BLFC, you would totally miss it. Like, for example, any membership above standard gets the cup. And what the cup is like a hard plastic cup that you can go to the Port of Subs, which is a restaurant downstairs in a place where everybody kind of just congregates. It's like a big mall area with like shops and food, and it's right by the pool. So you can grab this cup and get infinite refills on anything you want at Port of Subs. You just go up and refill it, and that's probably my favorite part of BLFC, is just going up and getting Gatorade or Pepsi or whatever I want at that moment, and I always have my cup on me. Now, my second favorite part is definitely the Grand Buffet. In previous years, it was only $20, and it was all you can eat in a food court style session. It was like curry, sushi, pizza, Italian food, chicken tenders, desserts, French fries, pasta, there was a ramen bar, breakfast, steaks. Like, it was amazing. Nowadays, I think they bumped it up to $40, and that's what I need to investigate, because if it's like 40 bucks, definitely not worth it. If it was still 20 or 25, I would say the Grand Buffet is a great place. There's also Johnny Rockets, which is my favorite last like day of the con sort of food to get, because the prices are reasonable, the food is pretty good. Round Table Pizza is a great place to get like food right before closing at like 10 p.m. Excuse me. And I've actually been recommended some local places as well. So there's a place called Archie's, which apparently gives super huge amounts of food for the money, and I think I'm going to try to get over there just so I can figure out some restaurants that may be in walking distance. Now, one other thing to think about as I was kind of putting together this flowchart is talking about stores that are nearby, because oftentimes you'll need to like Grubhub or DoorDash supplies, or like even basic things like water or energy bars or Bang energy drinks. Sponsor me, please. There is a Walmart nearby, and it's like a very close walk. I would say 10, 15, 20 minutes if you're really slow one way, and you can definitely drive there and drive back in the span of half an hour, grab what you need. And what I want to do is a 360 hyperlapse going to that Walmart, buying stuff and getting back, because in my opinion, water is the most important thing to get, and I never go to a con without at least like 48 bottles of water for the room. Especially if you're fursuiting, you will dehydrate so fast. And when I was asking other people, they wanted to know what the hydration stations were like, what the fursuit lounges were like, and really water is just so important because you'll get dehydrated so quickly. One other really cool thing about BLFC, and I just realized I'm basically doing like a test talk about what this video is going to be, but BLFC has discounted con food stand prices, and from what I remember, they were actually really cheap. I'm talking like $4 for a serving of chicken tenders. It was like 50% off the con space prices, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when it's 11 p.m. and you just need something to eat, you can go downstairs to the menagerie, go to one of these stalls. There's probably still something there. And I was talking about Grubhub, DoorDash, never use them at BLFC because the elevators are insanely packed. They won't go up and actually deliver your order, and you have to meet them at one of the two entrances, and it's always super confusing to actually get to one of these entrances. Not only that, there's a line, and it's just not worth the headache. There's just so much food in the convention too, and most of it is reasonably priced that I honestly would rather pay an Uber than get a Grubhub order. And then I just have a list of events that I want to cover this time. The dance comp, the fashion show. Dance comp is pretty much my bread and butter for high quality capture. BLFC does do their own capture and they do upload it, so they are better about it than other cons, but I'll be doing it for completion's sake. I'll be at the fashion show, the fursuit photos. Unfortunately, there's no parade this year, just like last year, so I'll probably be there with the 360 camera capturing the entire fursuit photo while I'll be asking other fursuiters for personal clips. The bowling tourney is Sunday night, so I might not be able to make that. I might leave behind an action cam with a roommate and ask if they can take some B-reel for me. But nightly free bowling is another thing that BLFC is really great at. After 11 p.m., I believe, it's free bowling until 6 a.m. and it's fursuit bowling, so you know that's going to be wacky fun. There's also an arcade, escape rooms, there's a whole bunch of crazy stuff that you wouldn't expect in a sort of resort style setting. But yeah, if you want to buy and sell gold, you can do that too. There's a place where you can literally buy gold bars. It's kind of crazy. Oh, and of course the casino. How could I forget about the casino and the poker tournament? So I'll probably be slinking through there with the 360 cam, just grabbing some footage there too. And, you know, the menagerie is a lot of fun. I guess that's the area I call, that's right by Reg, right by the right by the video game room with the actual arcade games, because there's two arcades. There's the arcade that's part of the con, which has more like eclectic games like Project Diva or Poppin' Music or Dance Dance Revolution, and then there's the hotel arcade, which has more like, you know, quarter munching ticket kind of deals, and of course me. So if you do want to get some of these 500 cookies that I got, come find me. I'll have a basket with like glowing potions on them. I'll be in my westernly wind outfit, more fantasy styled in the western sense. So I'll have like a brown hat on with a green cloak and decorated with a bunch of verdant sylvan sort of aesthetics. So keep an eye out for me. You'll probably see me with the gigantic like Death Stranding style camera arm kind of hanging over me too. So I will be there. And finally, I think we're kind of wrapping up on what I had planned so far. Mostly, let's see. Let me scroll down here so I can bring this into focus. Yeah, so the last things that I really wanted to cover, if I can actually bring this down, was the ticket system and reservations, and how if you want to get to the dealer's den, you can actually reserve a ticket. First come, first serve, so you don't have to sit in line on the first days where, you know, you might need to rush to get a really cool commission slot or some rare items like the life-size Evoli plushes or stuff like that. And if you're a sponsor, you get to stand in line before everybody else virtually, which is great. Pool party numbers are kind of just here for my own reference, so I can use that in the video. And finally, there's also tabletop gaming, video gaming, the arcade, there's a social area, there's photo shoot opportunities, and overall I think that's my flow chart for how I'm going to structure these videos in the future. If anybody has any suggestions, I'd love to add them. Like if there's anything you want to know about in terms of conventions, in terms of anything you'd like me to take footage of, or things you're not sure about, I'd love to add them to this kind of format. Hello, what's BLFC? Asks Artful. BLFC is Biggest Little Fur Con, one of the bigger sized conventions. I would say it's probably right after Furry Weekend Atlanta in terms of size, and it's at a resort in Reno, which I think is going to be a lot of a lot of fun compared to a lot of other conventions. I kind of just went through all of the things that is my high point in terms of what I'm expecting the con to be like, and this is my 4th BLFC, I believe. I'm a huge fan. This is probably my favorite convention out of any on the circuit. MFF, AC, FWA, none of them compare to BLFC personally. Every con has its good parts, every con has its bad parts, but I would say if you can only pick one convention a year, it will probably be Biggest Little Fur Con for me, or Anthrocon, because that's Furry Mecca, but there's just way too much stuff to do there, and I'll cover that next in like 3 weeks when I do my prep work for Anthrocon. You'll be around and do the Dutchie if you need someone to interview. Yeah, definitely. Feel free to DM me and let's set up a time slot or something, because I would love to be able to see you again and do a really short kind of, clip. I'm thinking like these interviews will be like 30 to 45 seconds, just really quick. What's your favorite part about the con, or what did you like so far, or what have you seen? I think that might be a really fun sort of little capstone to everything else I do, because a lot of the footage I do is, well, it's muted mostly because the sound of the crowd, I think, detracts from the performance unless a fursuiter is really using like vocalizations or music or something like that, and then I give them their own spot. But yeah, hopefully that'll work out. I'm sorry, Artful. Hopefully you'll be able to go to a con someday, because they're a lot of fun. I think there might be some French cons too, because I think you mentioned you're from France. But Eurofurence, I think, is in a couple of months. Oh, you're in Canada. Oh, there's plenty of Canadian cons. You should take a look. I know Varu is also in Canada, and they were thinking of going to cons. But yeah, take a look at them. There's Are there any in your town? No. Yeah, Vancouver, Comfuzzled. There's a couple of them that I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, maybe you can go to get Vancouver. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I've had planned. I had some other stuff below this, but it's all just internal notes on timing and stuff like that. You don't have a car. Well, maybe a bus or an Uber, or maybe some friends could pitch in and help. There's always some options, but I wish you the best in trying to get there. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, so we've drawn 3 winners. Just for a recap, our winners are Pulse the Dub Dog in first place, All Spice No Sugar in second place, and Honeybee VTuber in third place. So I'll be contacting everybody via Twitter a little later after this stream, probably immediately afterwards, because I'd love to get these packages out tomorrow so then I don't have to think about them while I'm at BLFC. If you missed the drawing, we did it on a modified Wheel of Pilk. You can check out the VOD, or I'll actually upload this right after to YouTube. So, just to kind of wrap things up, thank you for coming. We'll be doing these sorts of drawings probably 2 weeks after every con to give people a chance to check out the videos, decompress, enter in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, retweet, all that good stuff. Follow. Let me know how much you like this content, because I'm doing it all for you. And hopefully, even though we're all so far away, we're connected like a kite line through the sky, invisible but always together. And I think we'll raid a friend of mine going out. So thank you all for coming. I'll be doing tarot tomorrow. Maybe we'll play a game. I know one thing I want to definitely get into is back to streaming games, not just con stuff, because this cool VTuber model, I need to use it more often. But let's see if we can raid really quick. Thank you all for coming by. Oh, Varu is streaming. Let's raid Varu. He's a great friend of mine. Awesome streamer. They're playing Minecraft. So let's send him over there. And I'll see you all at BLFC. If not, I'll see you maybe in my con footage, or on Twitter, maybe on Twitch. I hope everyone has a great week. Stay safe out there. Be hydrated. And we're ready to raid.